dudes!
Welcome to frittata, a delicious, simple, high-protein frittata where we're using local summer veg from our farm.
Great, this really is a real easy recipe to customize based on what veg you have. And one of the keys to getting that proper egg-like texture is
Gram flour.
Kalanamak, correct.
There you go, Kalanamak.
Dave, what is that you're holding in your hand there?
Massive shout out to everyone who's pre-ordered our new book.
You have a new book? What's the book about?
It's called Happy Pear 20. It's the best recipes from 20 years. We started a vegetable shop in the Happy Pear 20 years ago, and this is our best recipes from 20 years and best stories and learnings. So it's really, really cool. We're super, super excited about it. So I'll put a link to pre-order that down below.
And it really does help the book.
And there's incentives. If anyone does pre-order, you got a chance to have a date with us, to go on a tour of our farm, and to do coaching, one-on-one coaching, health and lifestyle coaching. So yeah.
And it really does help get the book out there to more people, to encourage people to eat more plant-based.
All plant-based, that's the whole promise. But anyway, back to the frittata. So first up, we've got a pan. This pan is oven-proof, meaning that the handle is not plastic.
Okay, great. Do you want to get the pan on nice heat? So I've got one red onion. I'm going to just dice it into kind of half moon shapes. We want to fry this down and caramelize it as the base of our frittata. And one clove of garlic I'm going to finely dice.
Some man. We're just going to pop a few sprays of oil on the pan. We're going to keep this reasonably low in calories.
Okay, we have 150 grams of mushroom of choice. We're simply using chestnut mushrooms. Use whatever you have and that you like. If you don't like mushrooms, substitute with zucchini or courgettes there.
Or leek works well as well. I often do with leek.
I love leek. Oh, I love leek. And chop them into whatever kind of shape you like. We're doing with the pan. It's a big dramatic sizzle. Just a nice pinch of salt to season as we go. We have 150 grams of chestnut mushrooms or mushrooms of choice.
Finely sliced, we're going to add them to the pan along with a pinch of salt just to allow the flavors to come together.
Mushrooms are mostly water, so although the pan seems full, it will cook down. And we've got that one large clove of garlic in that though, mushrooms and garlic.
Yeah.
So while they're cooking down, I have 150 grams of cherry tomatoes. These are in season on the farm right now and they're gorgeous. They're just like little flavour bombs.
I just picked these on my way to the studio here this morning. So we've written 6 books. This is our 7th book, and it's the collection of, we've found the 100 most popular recipes over the last 20 years, and we've kind of redone them all. And we've got stories and learnings and a lot of, like the theme is 20, as in like the 20 biggest failures we've had and the 20 things we've learned after 20 years in the health industry. Yeah, it's been really fun to reflect on. We kind of wanted it more like an annual, so it was like we had loads of...
If you were a kid growing up in the 80s, you'd remember what an annual was. It was like typically your favourite comic book, they do an annual of it. And we wanted
which was full of kind of interesting bits, you know. So this isn't just, there's recipes and tons of different bits. 20 ways to get your kids to eat more veg. There's a chapter on dinners our kids actually eat. Yeah, it's really fun.
Okay, for our batter, we have a bowl, a sieve, a spoon, and a whisk. So in on top of this, I'm going to start with 3 tablespoons of gram flour. Gram flour, here you go. What's gram flour?
Gram flour is chickpea flour.
Yep.
So it's naturally higher in protein, it has a slight yellow hue to it, and a slight astringency in terms of taste.
So I've gone 3 heaped tablespoons. Make sure to sieve it because it does kind of clump together, and it likes to have big lumps.
I'm going to go in with my dearest friend, tamari, which is pretty much just like liquid flavour. I'm going to go in with 2 tablespoons.
Ooh, lovely.
Tamari and mushrooms just go fantastically well. I can just stir it around so that all the mushrooms get a nice kind of coating.
Cool.
And it really just enhances that umami flavour in the mushrooms.
Okay, back to our batter. I've got 3 heaped tablespoons of gram flour, a nice generous pinch of salt, a little pinch of turmeric to make it go yellow. I'm going to go with 150 ml of oat milk. This is our own Happy Pear oat milk.
Which only has 3 ingredients. You know the way a lot of oat milks have like 10. All sorts of stabilizers, emulsifiers. We've just got oats, water, salt.
I'm going to go 2 tablespoons of maple syrup just because gram flour can have a slight, as Dave mentioned, a slight astringent flavour. And we're going to bring that together to form a nice batter. So as with any kind of frittata batter, you want it thick, but not too thick. You want it not too thin. So you want to find that just right texture. Okay, so we have our cherry tomatoes. In they go on top of our mushrooms mixture.
And we went with coloured cherry tomatoes just because obviously we all eat with our eyes, and the visual kind of difference between the oranges, yellows and reds and greens will really pop. The green is going to come from the herbs.
So it's approximately 5 tablespoons of gram flour. I just want to find that texture where it's not too thick, not too thin. Okay. Yeah. Okay, turn the heat down low to medium. Once we're happy with our texture here and it's all come together. I have a selection of herbs again, which we picked from the farm. So I'm going to slowly add this into the pan.
Beautiful, look.
I have a selection of herbs from the farm. We have some parsley, we have some coriander that's slightly bolted but still full of flavour. Nearly goes minty.
The stalks are beautiful.
And we have some lemon mint. So just a selection of herbs, whatever you like, whatever you have. Leave it out if you don't have any around. But it's just an opportunity to add a whole pile more flavour.
And what we're looking for is it'll start to dry around the edges, but we really want the centre to cook it until the centre kind of gets a little much harder.
Okay, once it starts to set, you'll see it starting to kind of pull away from the sides there and it starts to kind of dry out. We're going to transfer it to the oven. We preheated the oven to 180 degrees and we're going to bake it until the centre starts to cook through and have the appearance of that kind of dried, almost scrambled egg-like texture.
Like a Spanish tortilla. Okay, so omelette has been in the oven for 15 minutes and it smells amazing.
And we turned it to grill, like heat from the top and heat all around, just so it encouraged the top to cook all the way through.
Ooh. So this was literally on grill just to make sure that the top dried out properly, but see how gorgeous it looks, like it's beautiful.
So a couple of things to note. Number one, make sure you set the base of your omelette before sticking it in your frittata, because you want your base to be solid so that when it's in the oven, it's cooking largely the top. Okay, looks delicious. Simple way to, which I love to serve this, is to chop some herbs in the top and to serve it with some herbs and some
pickled red onion.
Just I think a little bit of acid goes really, really well with it.
But we're big fans of coriander, also known as cilantro. Ooh. And there we go, folks.
Okay, one of the keys to make this actually taste like egg is kalanamak, which is known as black sulfur salt, albeit it's slightly pink.
Pink looking?
And it is heat sensitive, so typically we'll only add this at the end just before serving.
It's a finishing salt, and it is sulfur, so it gives that very much egg-like smell, which influences the taste hugely.
Oh, so it's crispy on the outside, it's soft. There's a lot.
That looks amazing.
Really a lot of flavour.
Yum, 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 yum.
That's substantial tasting as well.
Really good, damn.
Like it's light, like there's a lot of flavour there. Pickled red onion go great.
Excellent.
There you are, lovely high protein, excuse me, took my mouth full. There you are, lovely high protein frittata. We use mushroom and cherry tomato. You could use many different combinations of veg.
And as we said at the start, our new book comes out October the 31st. It's called Happy Pears 20. We'd love you to pre-order. And I'll put a link down below. And there is pre-order incentives. If you click through, you'll see the 3 fancy pre-order incentives, which we'd love you to support it and get plant-based cooking out there to more people. Thanks a lot for watching. Loads of love. The recipes down below. Click the link down below. Cheers, bye.